Hikvision Turbo HD system. Hello everyone. Welcome to HCSA CCTV certification. Today we are going to introduce the topic about Hikvision Turbo HD system. Okay, let's check the course contents first. There are 3 parts in today's course. First, we will know about the principles and key features in Turbo HD system. Then we will talk about the product family and naming rules. In the last part we will see the common and advanced solutions in Turbo HD system. About the training objective, it is mainly about to understand the basic theory and advantages of Hikvision Turbo HD TVI technology, and to get familiar with Hikvision Turbo HD solution and get to know about our Hikvision Turbo HD product family. So let's start with the first module, the Hikvision Turbo HD TVI analog principle and the key features. As we all know, with the development of analog video technology, there are different types of analog signals which including CVBS, AHD, CVI, HDTVI and so on. But for CVBS, normally, the max resolution is just up to 4 CIF, which can no longer meet the requirement and so on nowadays market. AHD, CVI and Turbo HD TVI signal are the most popular ones which can reach a high definition performance. But, why Hikvision choose the HD TVI standard in our cameras? What is the advantages? As we can see, one of key factors to realize the high definition image performance is about the YUV technology. YUV is a color encoding system typically used as part of a color image pipeline. Y stands for the luminance component, the brightness, to form a white and black image. And the U and V are the chrominance, color, components, to form the colorful image. The brightness signals and color signals are encoding and transmitting separately which can keep high definition. The first picture is an image along with its Y, U, and V components respectively, combined with the wider bandwidth so it has very good image performance. So Hikvision HD TVI can reach a better definition compared to the AHD, or CVI. Besides the HD image performance, for Hikvision Turbo HD TVI signal, there are also advantages which including Easy HD, Real-Time HD and the Further HD. What does it mean? Easy HD means an easy of usage, easy system deployment, just like plug and play. Not like the IP system, there will be a couple of steps as device adding, password input right? It just start to work after cabling and powering all the devices, and the UTC, POC, AOC technology, as the development of TVI signal algorithm, we can also realize the control, power and audio signal transmission via the same coaxial cable for a better, easier system deployment. And the real-time HD, as the special imaging principle, the TVI camera is working without encoding and decoding processing, so it will have a direct real-time output compared with IP system. Further HD, with the development of storing anti-interference technology, Hikvision HD TVI signal can realize a long transmission distance. For example, the 2 megapixels can reach to an 800 meters far away with Cat6 coaxial cable. Of course no strong interference environment. So easy, real-time and further HD. Those are all of the 3 key advantages of HD TVI standard. So, we have talked a lot about HD TVI advantages, right? But the question is, what does HD TVI mean? Here we got the definition. HD TVI means High Definition Transport Video Interface. Actually, it is a kind of analog video transmission protocol, and for Hikvision analog products, we just take the protocol and put into use. General speaking, any company, if they also use the same standard TVI protocol, so their devices can work with Hikvision Turbo devices directly. The topology of HD TVI processing system, which consists with both front-end part and the back-end part. The front-end, which means the Turbo HD camera. The light will come into the sensor through the lens, and after the analog to digital convert, ADC, signal will be processed by ISP, which means the image signal processor, including the WDR, digital noise reduction and so on. The output the YUV analog signal, TVI. Then the signal will be accessed to the DVR device, again by the ADC. It will be processed by the DSP, means digital signal processor, mainly work for encoding, VCA function and so on, then output the data stream. So as we can see, the work process of HDTVI is quite different from the IP system, since in IP system, all the ISP and DSP are in the camera side, the NVR is just for recording only. Here are three mainly promoted resolutions of Turbo HD cameras, 2 megapixels, 3K, and 4K. When we talked about the WDR function, it mainly used for environment with strong backlight. You may heard about DWDR and True WDR. The True WDR function, realized by a double, triple explosion technology, which is the hardware-optimized solution for capture the target clearly in a strong backlight environment such as the entrance and so on. True WDR ensures less data lost, better precise contrast, better image. Low light performance, as we can see from the demo pictures. In the same low light environment, which means in the darkness, the TVI camera with ultra-low light technology will be able to provide more details and higher brightness than the conventional camera. The value of the low light performance can reach to 0.003 lux ever. And 1 lux means, you put one candle on the table, and the brightness in the position of 1 meter far away towards the camera, is 1 lux. ColorView technology is designed for scenario, whereas under low light or at night, to generate clear and colorful image. Let's check out what ColorView brings us. ColorView technology captures high quality, full color video 24/7, which enables users to protect people and property at night. With help of f1.0 large aperture and 1/1.8 large sensor, ColorView enabled cameras render vivid color images in dim light, showing the true color of the object. Besides, with ColorView technology, cameras are able to capture details of key objects with vivid color like person or vehicle. We can compare these two images. The upper one is from the ColorView camera. Colorful image brings us more detailed information at night. What's more, Hikvision ColorView cameras are equipped with smart hybrid light. The new technology brings better experience for night video security. Well, these three supplemental lighting modes provides flexible choices for various requirements. Of course, we will recommend to enable the smart mode, but you need to know that for the default mode of Turbo HD camera is IR mode. Okay, now let's check why we recommend to enable the smart mode. For smart hybrid light camera, white light on when humans or vehicles occur, white light off when no human or vehicle appears. And you can understand like that. If we enable the smart mode, the camera uses IR light when there is no events occurred. When events have been triggered, like human or vehicle is detected at night, camera switches to the white mode to provides colorful imaging with rich information. So you may ask question like that, the infrared light and the visible light have the different focal plane. So how can we provide that when the camera is switching the supplement light, it can generate the clear image at night? Infrared superconfocal technology solves the problem. Lens with superconfocal ensure both IR and visible light come to the same focal plane. When you enable the smart mode of supplement light, the camera will always generate clear imaging around the clock. Two-way audio is an optimized function new added to Turbo HD system, which has high requirements in Turbo HD market. Now Hikvision provides smart hybrid light Turbo HD cameras with two-way audio, gives opportunity to communicate in real time, which has wide application in many different scenarios. What's the highlight in two-way audio? First, it supports AI noise reduction, which means this technology helps to filter out background noise intelligently, so that Turbo HD camera with two-way audio can transmits clear and loud human voice. Second, echo cancellation. Cuz camera with two-way audio function has built-in min and speaker, so the echo can be a big problem which affects the audio quality. With echo cancellation technology, we can say goodbye to the echo howling and listening trouble. How to realize two-way audio function? From the working topology you can know that two-way audio represents audio transmission between front-end device and back-end device, like DVRs, or device management platform, like Hikvision. To realize the two-way audio we need DVR devices, which can access to internet, so that can be added on HC. Via DVR devices we can use HC to speak to the Turbo HD channel in real time, and the opposite audio transmission is supported as well. We also provide Turbo HD LiveGuard cameras with two-way audio function. When you meet the model with X in suffix of model name, which means it supports LiveGuard, it can generate strobe light alarm and audio alarm to warn intruders off in real time. When you want to use two-way audio function for LiveGuard turbo cameras, the strobe light alarm and audio alarm automatically close. Audio over coaxial cable, transmission both HD video and audio over the same coaxial cable. All Hikvision camera models with letter S support the function with a built-in mic, and the DVR models with letter S support audio over coaxial cable. AOC technology provides one cable solution which saves the wiring cost and maintenance cost. Besides, with AOC technology, Turbo HD video and audio signals can be transmitted up to 300 meters with good quality. Here we listed two solutions. One is the traditional Turbo HD video and audio transmission solution. Another is the AOC solution. Comparing these two solutions, we can clearly see that AOC solution saves cabling cost and manpower. And we need to mention that the built-in mic in Turbo HD camera is needed, so the new two-way audio models can easily pick the audio on site and transmit it with AOC. POC technology. POC means power over coaxial cable, which means the coaxial cable will be able to transmit both HD video and power signal over the same coaxial cable. The benefit of the POC: it will directly save the cost for extra power cabling, which including the both manpower cost and the cabling itself, with the easy maintenance experience. Besides, in the actual application scenario, when you give power backup for the system, just make sure the DVR is on power is enough. And two extra tips. First, only camera models with E and DVR with P support the POC function. Second, don't access the third-party camera in the POC DVR, since the POC power is 48 volts, may damage the camera if the camera without any high voltage protection. Multiple output. There are technology called 4-in-1, which means Hikvision Turbo HD TVI camera will be able to output 4 different type of analog signals, which including TVI, CVI, CVBS and the AHD. You can manually switch the signal output by long pressing the button in the tail of the camera cable for 5 seconds, and observe the signal output. But remember, only camera models with F will support the 4-in-1 function. Enhanced IP camera access capability and IP camera's input resolution. If end users have a third-party camera or an IP camera, they can be connected into Hikvision DVRs as well. DVR supports 5-in-1, which means that DVR supports 5 types of signal access. HD TVI is high-definition analog signal of Hikvision turbo devices. CVI is analog signal of Dahua devices. And AHD is a signal used by some small manufacturers on the market. CVBS is a standard analog signal. DVR also supports IP camera accessing. 5 kinds of signals can be input adaptively by itself. For IP camera access capability, the default IP access capability is strong. It also supports disabling analog channels to increase IP channels. In terms of IP camera access resolution, HQH series DVR is up to 6 megapixels and HTH series up to 8 megapixels or 12 megapixels. Next is super compression, which means H.265, H.265 Pro and H.265 Pro Plus. We can see from the picture. Here we compare the video file size under different compression, under the same recording time. H.265, H.265 Pro and H.265 Pro Plus take less storage capacity comparing with H.264. So we can make a conclusion. With super compression, under the same storage capacity, the time of video recording is much longer, and super compression saves much storage space and supports extremely light bandwidth. Mobile app HeatConnect accessing. We can add the Turbo HD DVR to the mobile app to realize a basic remote view. Just make sure that your DVR device is on the public network environment, and by scanning the QR code, you will be able to add it. Also, with the HeatConnect app, you can realize abundant functions as well, like reset the password, sharing the device to get more user experience. Okay, now let's review about what we have talked in Chapter 1. First question. What is the advantages of Turbo HD TVI? Turbo HD TVI has a wider bandwidth for both color and brightness, which provides a better image performance. Second question. What is technology of smart hybrid light? When you enable the smart mode of supplement light, white light on when humans or vehicles occur, white light off when no human or vehicle appears. Question 3. What kinds of resolution options do we have for Turbo HD cameras? 1080p, 3K and 4K. Question 4. What is the key technology in two-way audio for Turbo HD cameras? AI noise reduction and echo cancellation. We have talked about a lot of key technologies of Turbo HD system, so now let's see the product family of Turbo HD, and to know the naming rules of products. This is the product family of Turbo HD cameras. The main products promoted are also Smart Hybrid Light products, including Smart Hybrid Light and Smart Hybrid Light with ColorView. This year, regular Smart Hybrid Light and Smart Hybrid Light with ColorView two-way audio models will be launched, supporting two-way audio and strobe light and audio alarm. In addition, Turbo HD cameras also include economy models that support Smart Hybrid Light. All traditional value series have been switched to Smart Hybrid Light. The Pro series is retained, and all ColorView series except for 8 megapixels are switched to Smart Hybrid Light with ColorView. But the entry-level DF0T will be retained. At the same time, we will continue to enrich the product series of ordinary Smart Hybrid Light and Smart Hybrid Light with ColorView. Here is the latest naming rules for Turbo HD cameras. DS2 represents for Hikvision front-end products. CE means Turbo HD color cameras. Next number you may meet 1X, 3X, 5X, and 7X. It represents for the appearance of cameras. We have bullet, box, dome and turret camera. Next letter in the naming rule means resolution of Turbo HD cameras. From C to U represents the 1 megapixel to 8 megapixels. The latest Smart Hybrid Light with ColorView KF0T. K represents the 3K resolution, which is 5 megapixels 16 to 9. F still represents ColorView. Then you need to pay attention to the suffix in the model name. It will show the extra functions which Turbo HD camera supports. The symbol for Smart Hybrid Light is the suffix L. We have released the Turbo HD two-way audio series in Q1, with the two-way audio function represented by TS. The Turbo HD two-way audio model to be launched will have a version with sound and light alarms, represented by X. This is DVR product family. For Pro series with AccuSense, the M, S, M, FA models will be upgraded to M, X, T models. T in the naming rule means two-way audio, and the specific switching time can be found in the labels. It is worth noting that the corresponding old models will be discontinued when new models are released. Product models labeled in light gray is about to be discontinued, and products models labeled in dark gray has already been discontinued. X means supporting various intelligent functions, perimeter protection, facial recognition and MD 2.0. We also provides eDVR. eDVR is the DVR with built-in SDD. Next, let's check the naming rules of DVRs. DS means general products. If you met the IDS means intelligent products. Then 72 means DVR. We have 71, 72, 73, 81, 90. 16 represents quantity of TVI analog channels. HQH or HGH means resolution. HGH represents 720p. HQH represents 1080p. HUH represents 5 megapixels. 8 megapixels with 8 frames per second. And HTH means 8 megapixels with 12 frames per second. Next letter I means international products. Then let's check what the suffix letters and numbers mean. M represents all the AccuSense series. K means general TVI DVR series. The number after K or M means the quantity of HDD slots. Then in the new naming rules we want that you can pay attention to the models with X, which means DVRs support multiple intelligent functions, and T represents for the models with two-way audio function. Well, we have know about the Turbo HD product family and naming rules of products. Next we want to show some solutions with Turbo HD system, which will meet the requirements in different scenarios. There are typical solutions based on the Turbo HD TVI solution. First is about the PTZ control solution, mainly to access with the Turbo HD PTZ camera. The core value of the solution is about the UTC function as we introduced to save the cabling and the manpower. But the solution is not just fixed, limited by the UTC function, but as low by the extra 485 rupees protocol. So in this case, RS485 cable will transmit the control signal and coaxial cable will transmit the video signal. Press and hold the orange part of the pluggable block. Insert 485 signal cables into slots and release the orange part. Ensure cables are in tight. Connect a plus on PTZ to D plus on terminal block and B minus on controller to D minus on terminal block. Fasten stop screws. Press and hold the orange part of the pluggable block. Insert 485 signal cables into slots and release the orange part. Ensure cables are in tight. Connect a plus on keyboard to D plus on terminal block and TB on keyboard to D minus on terminal block. Fasten stop screws. Next one is about the 4K solution. We provides Turbo HD 4K cameras, which can work with Turbo HD 4K DVR, and display the 4K image on a 4K monitor. The whole solution can bring images in brilliant HD. The Turbo HD system has come to the Turbo 8.0 generation, in which the two-way audio solution plays very important role. Here is the solution topology. We need the Turbo HD camera and DVR, which support two-way audio function, so that it can realize DVR local or web two-way talk with camera. Via DVR the solution can realize Hikvision two-way talk with camera. If we set up event alarm on DVR, it can also trigger camera strobe light and audio alarm, pop-up notification on both DVR or mobile app. Here are the product showcase for two-way audio solution. We need DVR models with XT, which support multiple intelligent functions and two-way audio function, so that it can triggered by different kinds of smart event alarm. For front-end side, we need to use the Turbo HD camera models with TS or XTS. We provide different device solution with different resolutions which can match different requirements. Okay, let's review the knowledge of common solutions by these three questions. First one, what is Hikvision Turbo HD PTZ solution? The Turbo HD PTZ solution use UTC technology without extra cabling, keyboard to control PTZ camera. Second, what are the key points in Turbo HD 4K solution? True 4K with 4K capture, 4K encoding and 4K displaying. Last questions, what kinds of devices or software we need in a two-way audio solution? Turbo HD camera and DVR with two-way audio and Hikvision app. Well, after know the common solutions, let's take a look of advanced solutions with Turbo HD products. First, we need to know the AccuSense solution. We need to know what is the AccuSense. AccuSense is an intelligent video analysis technology based on deep learning algorithms, which detects targets and classifies them into human, vehicle and others. It helps to produce reliable alarms for users. In Turbo HD products, we have Turbo 4.0 DVR, which is designed with Hikvision deep learning algorithm. It can detect human and vehicle, classify target, filter other objects like rain, light, leaves, animals and birds. AccuSense technology ensure alarm accuracy. The AccuSense technology is used for perimeter protection, and we can set different video content analysis with human, vehicle classification for perimeter protection. While for Smart VCA, according to the difference from the IP system, for Turbo HD system, the smart function is realized by the DVR device. So for the Turbo HD TVI solution, we can realize the line crossing and intrusion function up to the whole channels. And in the situation of accessing the IP cameras to the DVR, the Turbo HD DVR also support to configure the relevant functions, but the function is realized by the IP camera itself. The Advanced Pro Series DVR modes will support AccuSearch function, and for products already sold, customers can upgrade the corresponding version of the firmware to support it. Let's see what AccuSearch function is. When playback the videos, just need one click to focus on the specific target of interested precisely, and DVR will auto-search for all associated video records of that person. Except AccuSearch, the Advanced Pro Series will support Smart Search function as well, and for products already sold, customers can upgrade the corresponding version of the firmware to support it. With Smart Search during playback, the rule box, rule line can be customized on the screen, and all the events of human vehicles that triggered the rule box are quickly retrieved and marked with red color, which can help users locate the target faster and improve the retrieval efficiency. For convenience of our users, it is very easy to deploy a Turbo HD system enabled by AccuSense. Users just need an analog camera, DVR with AccuSense, and use our Hikvision mobile client to receive alarms and remotely manage whole system. The feature of our Turbo HD AccuSense solution: all analog channels support human and vehicle detection by DVR. If you also choose the PIR camera, the camera can trigger the strobe light and audio alarm protection when alarm is triggered. AccuSense DVR offers AccuSearch and Smart Search in playback. And as an end user, you can easily get the alarm notification pushing on your HC mobile client. Next is Smart Hybrid Light Solution. DVRs work with smart hybrid light cameras to realize smart supplemental lighting. We can use Smart Hybrid Light analog camera as front-end device, and choose eDVR, or DVR with AccuSense, or just choose DVR with Motion Detection 2.0, so that we can configure the camera smart supplement modes on local DVR interface, or switch the lighting mode on Hikvision. With the Turbo Smart Hybrid Light solution we can realize smart supplement switching. When there is no events, the camera is in a relatively hidden state, there will not be any light pollution. When persons or vehicles are detected, Smart Hybrid camera can generate colorful imaging with rich information and deter trespassers with lighting. Okay, let's check the several questions. First, what is Turbo HD Smart Hybrid Light Solutions? What kinds of function can it achieve? Turbo HD Smart Hybrid Camera plus DVR, eDVR, with Motion Detection 2.0, with AccuSense, plus Hikvision when there is no events in scene. The camera is in a relatively hidden state with IR supplemental light with no light pollution. When persons, vehicles are detected, camera switch to white light mode to provide colorful imaging with rich information and to deter trespassers with lighting. Second, what is Turbo HD AccuSense? Accurate smart analysis based on deep learning technology, false alarm reduction and quick object search. Well, at the end of this course, we given small workshop to help you to master the key functions and configuration of them on devices. We really suggest that you can prepare some devices, which we listed here, and try to accomplish following requirements step by step. Okay, now if a customer has analog cameras D0T, S, DF3 TPIR XOS series, and one AccuSense DVR. Please try to connect all the devices together via BNC cables, then check AC the live view on a monitor, set camera OSD information. Then try to set the human or vehicle target detection and event. At last use the mobile phone to acknowledge alarms and remotely manage the devices. That's all for Turbo HD introduction. Thanks for your listening. We will see you soon.